you've got to realize that if you go into an institution in our society, they are not there to serve, quote, the underclass. They are there to maintain a certain amount of social control and to provide a certain amount of evenness in the society. And I don't say that that's an inappropriate role for some of that, but the society needs to have close examination of to what degree that control is manifested. You have to have something to keep your society together, and that's clear. But how much control do you need? That's the next point. And when you find that some of the most innovative programs that are going on in a college system are not repeated, are not there's all kinds. I mean, don't tell me about innovative programs. There's people doing innovative programs everywhere. But for the most part, if you get too successful in your innovative programs, you get to leave. Which maybe is a good point. So I think what adult education, one thing, if you work in an institution, which I do, and then I think that the job of the adult educator is to provide ideological space to help bring about the social change that's needed in the society. If we ignore the fact that racism, that these gender issues, that ethnicity, that social class, that imperialism is not socially constructed in our society, if we don't realize that, and if we don't try to take efforts to deconstruct those kinds of privileges that are put in there for certain groups of people, and of course not privileging other groups of people, that's important. And if you believe in equity and if you believe in justice, which I think education's about, then you see wanting to have some standard of ethics to protect yourself as a professional in some institution is not adult education. I'd like to deprofessionalize the society. Professionalism it gets into being almost a special interest group. I think we ought to try to democratize what we do, and we are not democratic in many of the things we do. I think we ought to have participatory types of decision making. I believe that all people can create knowledge, and any social class you have intellectuals who can create knowledge, and you should be about helping people to create knowledge and to think about the kinds of things that they want to do. So some of the more exciting adult education to me, I mean, when you get thinking about the futures of adult education, to me is well, you don't find a lot of it here in North America because we're so institutionalized. But for me, for example, in Africa, there's a lot of popular movements on the ground, as they say there. And what are they doing? They're trying to develop the civil society. They have a good political analysis, it seems to me, in saying we need to develop a civil society, and we need to do that within our own organic, and in that case, clan or tribal units, not in terms of the political units put down on us by Europe or European countries through colonization. And we need to be transparent in what we do. We need to have openness, and then we need to develop multiple parties to political parties to begin to develop a civil society. This is exciting to me. This is adult education. I mean, this is real adult education.